Alright, I'm back. As you can see, we value consistency very highly on this channel, as you can see by my amazing track record. But yeah, we're just gonna do a military podcast today. What was your role in the military? Because I know not everybody was shooting like M4 carbines and everything. Like, what were you doing?
I was a scout, 19 Delta.
19 Delta. Were you flying anything? Like, what is that?
As a scout, I was attached to a mechanized infantry unit.
Okay. Wait, where were you stationed?
I started off at Fort Knox, AKT, 1st of the 10th Cav, but then they went through a deactivation. And I'd come down with levy orders to go to Germany. Well, they got deferred because they sent us to Desert Shield, Desert Storm, and I hooked up with my unit in Fort Stewart. Fort Stewart. The other one, the next Fort, well, not next to it, but because Fort Benning is where we wound up. It's where they were from, but we linked up with them at Fort Stewart because they were in the process of moving out to go to the Sandbox. And
Okay, and Fort Stewart is where?
In Georgia.
In Georgia, okay. But why did you join the military?
Well, one, a lot of it was due to family because a lot of my family members had served, and I knew I wasn't ready because, see, when I got out of basic training, I was still 17.
Right.
And I knew I wasn't ready to go out on my own. If I'd went to college, I knew I would have screwed it up being young.
Mm-hmm.
So I went in the military, and I took the Army GI Bill, went in, and basically got my head screwed on straight, I guess, then got it all screwed up again.
And then, I know throughout like your entire time, I'm sure you gotten yelled at more than once. So what was like a point in your military career you're like, I don't know if this is for me. Like, I don't know if I'm cut out for this.
I didn't make that decision until later on when my eyes really opened. I just saw some things that I disagreed with that was taking place in the military.
Like what?
And abuse of power.
Can you speak on that a little more?
I had one sergeant that tried to burn another sergeant.
Oof.
And he wasn't exactly telling the whole truth, and the way I was raised, truth matters, and my ideal of a military personnel is you're above that.
Right. I'm not gonna lie, we can't just gloss over the burning the other sergeant part. Like, why why was he trying to burn the other sergeant?
Well, he was new to the platoon, and he invited me and another one over to his house to watch movies and everything, just to chill out and hang, right?
Mm-hmm.
Well, him and his wife had come by the barracks. They were fixing to go on a trip, and he asked us to take. He asked. He didn't order us. He didn't tell us to.
Mm-hmm.
He said, "Could I get you or the other one to take this back? We're fixing to go. We don't have time. We got to go." I was like, "Okay, no problem." Well, since the other one had the vehicle, I said, "Hey, could you take this back for the sergeant?" He asked us to take it back. They had to go do something. I don't know what, but he just asked us to go drop this off at it. All it was a video from a video rental.
Right, okay.
And he's like, "Yeah, I'll do it." Okay. Well, for some reason, he forgot or didn't do it. And then I got called down to the first sergeant's office, and he was telling me, "Were you ordered to do this?" And I was like, "No, I wasn't ordered. He asked us to do it." I mean, I didn't feel compelled. It wasn't a lawful order. Not that he didn't say I ordered you. He said, "Could y'all?" He asked.
Right.
In essence, I'm like, "Sure, no problem." But then I'm not trying to lay blame on him, but the other guy dropped the ball on that. Buddy of mine got sent. Well, I shouldn't say buddy. He was a platoon mate. He got sent. And this was after Desert Shield, Desert Storm.
It was after what?
Sent after Desert Shield, Desert Storm.
Shoot. Okay.
He got sent to the mental ward because he was about to go crazy.
Mm.
And what it was he had called because there was a bunch of us because we liked the game. The group that I was hanging with.
Yeah.
I mean, one of them was a mechanic. The one I'm talking about now was in the scout platoon with me, and there was some others. But he had called everybody and said, "Look, I'm living off post. I'm here. I can't take care of business. The landlady is fixing to sell all my stuff. If y'all would, take my car, go put all my stuff in the car, and park it in the company parking lot." And everybody's like, "Bet, we got you." We went, got his stuff, loaded up in his car. Because one of the sergeants had told another member of my platoon, gave him a direct order to stay away from this guy. He never gave me a direct order. And I was always under the impression that the platoon takes care of the platoon. We take care of our business in-house. And if somebody's in a bind, you go take care of them. And we wasn't doing anything wrong or bad. And so we went and got his stuff, put it in the car, parked it in the car parking lot. Okay. Next thing I know, I keep getting the sergeant's platoon coming up asking me questions about, did you see any military equipment that he wasn't supposed to have and everything. I just looked up, no, it was just his personal stuff at his TA-50. I mean, I didn't see nothing
Crazy, right?
Nothing that, right.
Yeah.
Next thing I know, I get called into the company commander's office with one of my sergeants sitting there. I got read my rights.
Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, that's crazy.
It was going to be a field commission, is what it was, or yeah, one of those field trials.
Yeah.
That I wanted a lawyer, and I'm looking at him like, the hell do I need a lawyer for? I ain't done nothing wrong. So he asked me, if I saw any stuff or anything that was stuff he wasn't supposed to have, and the answer is no, I did not. And then come to find out what it was, one of these sergeants was after him because they were on guard duty.
Right.
The sergeant had went to sleep.
Oh yeah, I know you're not supposed to do that. I'm not in the military, but I know that. Wow.
No, you do not do that. And he got busted. And he was mad at the guy that he was trying to burn because he didn't wake him up. My opinion is, bro, if that had been actual guard duty out in the shit, you know how many people could have gotten killed because your ass was asleep?
Yeah.
That's bullshit. You don't burn him for something you did. And I kept seeing more and more and more. I said, you know what? I got to go.
What was basic, boot camp for you? Was it really rough? Like, drill instructors yelling down your throat, spit everywhere? What was that like?
I'll put it to you like this. Some of our instructors were Vietnam-era vets.
Oh.
I was more worried about being able to make it to complete the basic training and not be a failure.
I see.
I wasn't scared of them because it's all a mindset to get you mindset in the military. And I understood that. And I wasn't really scared of the drill sergeants because I knew they were there to train us and not kill us.
Hopefully.
Yeah, hopefully.
If you had to really give any advice for someone that was going to go in the military, to say, how do you know the military was for you? What would you really advise them or suggest?
You're going to get out of it what you put into it. If you want to go combat MOS because you're patriotic or whatever, I guess so, but be ready to pay the piper when the price comes,
Quick question. What's combat MOS?
Combat MOS is the people that, like your infantry, your scouts, the people that are on the front lines, your combat engineers, and all the others that I can't even think of that are out there. Even your truck drivers, when they're doing convoys and they hit an IED, get shot at, whatever. And don't get me wrong, I'm not downing the non-combat MOSs. It's just, if you pick a combat MOS and you get in conflict, you're going to have to deal with stuff for the rest of your life. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Whether you get hit or not.
So, do you think everybody's cut out for it? That's going to be my last question. Do you think anybody and everybody could be in the military? If they're, of course, able to, with an able body and all of that.
I would like to say yeah, but then again, no. It depends on how much you overthink things and don't understand that. Because it's a mental thing. Yeah, physically they try to break you down, but it's just to build you back up stronger. Mentally, they do that too. And it's just, it's hard to say, man, because you do have some people that they just can't. They're just like, nope, I'm not doing this.
Assuming this man is dropping gems. Like, I'm personally not in the military, but I'm sure like he has experience. And if you're thinking of going to the military, you should definitely like heed to his advice. So once again, thank you for being the host or my guest on the podcast. And yeah, I'll catch you.